Well, it's the red out here at the Thomas Assembly Center. Louisiana Tech in the all red, New Mexico State in the all black uniforms. We're set for Conference USA basketball on this Wednesday night, as the Aggies control the opening tip. And to Madison's point, Louisiana Tech 11-1 at home this year, but the Bulldogs 1-8 on the road. It has been Jekyll and Hyde for Louisiana Tech, but they're glad to be back in Ruston. New Mexico State, well, the Aggies got to snap a 4-game losing streak. They've got 9 games remaining in league play, and they try to get back into it. Our opening shot of the night contested by Martinez. He'll draw the foul, and the Aggies will go to the free throw line. We'll go over our keys to the game a little bit later, Teddy, but I know one of them for Louisiana Tech is defend without fouling on the opening possession of the ball game. Bulldogs unable to do that as Osborne misses the first free throw attempt.
Yep, Osborne with a pretty strong move to the basket. He leads his team in field goal percentage, 65%.
Misses both of them, only a 59% free throw shooter, but New Mexico State gets the O board. That was Mims. So another opportunity. Jones with the pull-up jumper straight away.
Leads his team in scoring. We talked about him in pregame. Smooth jumper from the top of the key. Scoring machine from Chicago.
Mexico State in a man. Louisiana Tech. Jalen Finner with the alley-oop. Martinez unable to finish it a second time, and we're going to have offensive basket interference. Thomas tried to follow with the dunk and held on to the rim. So about 3 point-blank opportunities that time for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, another key of the game for him is going to be finishing around the goal. We've seen him have trouble doing that, and so far Calvin Hesser's 0 for 2. Things I wanted to see his team improve on tonight.
Front of the rim on the 3 that time by Pickens. Cleared by Louisiana Tech. Bulldogs wanting to push in transition. Martinez finishes, and we're knotted here early.
Martinez getting a lot more playing time in these last 4 games.
Well, another one of the keys to the game was Louisiana Tech pushing in transition and finishing, so we've basically seen all 3 here early. That'll be Pickens, who picks up his first foul of the night. First one called against New Mexico State.
He was his league's defender of the year back in high school. Played 11 minutes a game last year as a freshman, the most of any freshman. You see how tight.
Bates the step through. Aggies thought he got away with a walk. I'm not sure they're not correct. And Finner has it stripped away, and a foul will be called on Finner as he compounds the turnover with a frustration foul on Jones.
Two-handsy.
Here comes Scooter Williams into the ballgame for Louisiana Tech. Teddy talked about him in the opening. Probably one of the leading candidates in Conference USA for the 6th Man of the Year award. Coming off 17 in the loss at Sam Houston on Saturday. He is instant offense for the Bulldogs, but Calvin Hester really pleased with how he's improved defensively.
That's why he's getting more playing time. Malcolm, is you and I know, if you won't get off the bench if you don't play defense for Tech.
Jones pull up over Martinez, no good. Cleared by DJ Dudley. Bates leans into it, shot won't go, and that's going to be an over-the-back called on the 7-footer for Louisiana Tech. Martinez.
DJ Dudley trying to get some offense. His offense is basically going downhill to the basket. Can't get it to fall, but he'll throw them up now and then with not any real control.
Jones dumps it inside, off the glass, up and good by Mims. Aggies retake the lead 4-2.
Scooter Lake couldn't get through a pick.
In New Mexico State, we mentioned 4 straight losses. Head coach Jason Hooten would love to see his Aggies get off to a quick start here on the road at a very difficult place to win. Williams misses the step back. Jones active early. Short corner jumper.
2 or 3 for the senior. Set all kind of offensive marks at Cal State before coming to New Mexico.
Nice backdoor feed. Thomas, though, his pass to House intercepted. Aggies the other way. So Louisiana Tech rusty early. A lot of that has to do with the New Mexico State defense. Bulldogs get the turnover.
Quick hands by Scooter Williams.
Travel called on Scooter Williams. That'll bring us to our first media timeout. Jason Hooten's got to be happy. His Aggies playing well. They lead 6-2. There have not been a lot of easy points so far in this ball game. New Mexico State playing extremely well on the defensive end. Aggies with the 4-point lead and the basketball. Chris Terrell's checked into the ball game for New Mexico State during that media timeout. Mims up off the glass. He got good position on Thomas and kissed it home. Elijah Elliott also into the game for the Aggies. Williams, well, he buries the 3. They gave him a little bit of room out there, and Scooter Williams can shoot the basketball from the 3-point line, and he cuts the Louisiana Tech deficit in half.
He was 3 for 3 Saturday from beyond the arc at Kennesaw State. Last 3 games, 28 points, 14 and 17 for Scooter Williams.
Terrell, well, the bank is open as he banks that 3-pointer home. (11-5) Louisiana Tech leads. House with the basketball on the perimeter. Bates kicks it. Dudley, step back. No good. Rebound and the follow. And House will head to the free throw line.
Good position by House. Didn't expect Dudley really to double pump and thought he would shoot it off the pass.
So House steps to the free throw line. Only 11 of 24 from the charity stripe this year. It's been an area where Louisiana Tech as a team has struggled. Jalen Randall checking in, along with Augustine Ekwit. House unable to hit either. Aggies look to build on an early 6-point lead. And Louisiana Tech 11-1 at home this year, but Teddy, we've seen the Bulldogs fall behind early in a lot of these games. They had 3 in a row as the 3-pointer from the corner by Terrell's nothing but the bottom of the net. 9-point lead. Tech had 3 games in a row where they trailed by double figures and came back and won all 3, including a 20-point deficit against Middle Tennessee State.
And that one, I mean, me and you agreed the Bulldogs were just dead as a proverbial doorknob after the first half, but they really had some tack magic. And Scooter's feeling it. You got to have offense from him. DJ Dudley is about the only offense you got on the floor right now.
2 teams have combined for 4 3-pointers so far. That one off the mark. Bates pushes it up the court to Thomas. Thomas has a much smaller Aggie on him, and he's going to draw the foul from Terrell, and Avery Thomas will shoot 2.
That's a good job from Avery Thomas, who hadn't played that well without the ball until recently. He gets a pass, he puts it on the floor, and challenges the Aggies.
Now, Thomas recognized the fact he had a much smaller defender on him in the 6-foot Terrell. Thomas with good size for Louisiana Tech at 6'8". He hits the first free throw.
And Calvin Harrison, Coach Calvin thinks he can really be a special player, Avery Thomas.
Thomas knocks them both down. 75% at the charity stripe this year. One of the better free throw shooters for Louisiana Tech. Sets his 3 up, no good. Bates pulls down the rebound into the front court, the alley-oop, and Scooter Williams will flush it home. Now that's the transition that Talvin Hester talked about. He really wants Louisiana Tech to try to get up and down the floor and not have to try to score in the half court. Ekwe inside. Spins underneath, loses it, and now he's tied up as it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards the Bulldogs. There's another look. A.J. Bates, he's got plenty of those alley-oops this year. Scooter Williams, good size. He was running the floor, got an easy bucket. Williams with 8 points already off the bench for Louisiana Tech.
Calvin Hester was saying earlier this week, you know, he'll take layups. Not everything has to be a dunk, but that was tailor-made and perfect.
Dudley running the point on this possession. Leading scorer for Louisiana Tech. He has 4 straight games with 20-plus. Foul called away from the basketball that time on Terrell.
Yeah, he's been wrapping his arms around A.J. Bates. Been kind of smothered since the game started.
So with those 2 fouls, Terrell will have a seat on the bench. Pickens checks back in for the Aggies. New Mexico State is led by as many as 9. Currently the lead at 2. Shot clock inside of 10. Dudley contested, followed by House, and he'll be fouled and head back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. So House active on the offensive glass for Louisiana Tech. He'll shoot 2 when we come back. 11:55 to play. Aggies lead by 2. House will shoot a pair. He is 0 for 2. Now 1 for 3 at the free throw line. He's starting to get more minutes for the Bulldogs here lately. Second free throw rattles out. It's a 1-point lead for New Mexico State. Aggies have led by as many as 9. It's an 8-0 run for Louisiana Tech over the last 2 minutes. And, yep, they're going to call an offensive foul on Randall. I think he caught Bates in the face. I don't know if we have a replay of that. Here we go. Well, right there. Yep, he stuck that off arm out and caught A.J. Bates right in the chops.
The official reenacted it to the scorer's table. I've never seen that before, but slapped himself in the face. This was what the foul was.
Louisiana Tech has not led in this ball game. We're almost 9 minutes in. Bulldogs have an opportunity here with the basketball trailing by 1. Turnover that time by Thomas.
What a clean handoff.
There's 4 turnovers here in this first half on Tech. Now Thomas with the basketball. Bulldogs look to push the other way.
He's trying to create an alley-oop that wasn't there.
Bates off the mark. Mims clears the board. Pickens left wide open. Misfires on that. Now Tech wanting to go the other way. Scooter Williams will hand it off. Two-handed slam by House, and Louisiana Tech with its first lead of the ball game. Bulldogs scoring in transition.
One of the keys we talked about, and House continues to come on and improve, is what Calvin Hester saw from him at Jones College. He's getting a chance to play a little more.
That'll be Versecht will head to the free throw line as he is fouled. He took the ball strong to the hole. New Mexico State 6 of 12 shooting, 50%. Aggies are 2 of 6 from the three-point line. Louisiana Tech 42% from the field, 5 of 12, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Tech out rebounding the Aggies here early, 9-6. Aggies yet to hit a free throw, 0 of 3 so far. Versecht, one of the better free throw shooters on this team, 89%. That's only his 4th miss this year in 28 attempts.
And a lot more lately.
Splits the pair, ties the game. Mexico State with a little pressure in the backcourt. Bulldogs handling it easily that time. Will Allen in the ball game for Louisiana Tech. Graduate, New Orleans native. Allen's going to fire up a three, and he hits it. So Will Allen, not known for his perimeter shooting. That's his 2nd three-pointer on the season in 11 attempts.
Call him Uncle Will, a veteran of the team. Been here for the distance, another turnover.
Dudley with the step through off the glass and another transition bucket for Louisiana Tech, and the Bulldogs now lead by 5. Multiple opportunities, point blank. New Mexico State couldn't get it to fall.
That's tough.
Dudley drives, throws it away. Jones to Mims. There's the alley-oop. That's one way to get back into the scoring column. A turnover by Louisiana Tech leads to the transition bucket.
Yeah, Michael Will just not back quick enough. That's a tough shot against a pretty good defense, Malcolm.
DJ Dudley with the step back. Dudley 6'3", but has a knack for being able to get the room he needs to get that shot off. We've seen this year he hits some big-time clutch shots. Speaking of clutch, Jones with the bucket.
He may have gotten away with a little bit of a forearm push.
Scoring picking up here over the last 6 minutes. Pickens, he'll go to the free throw line as Bates draws the foul. So the turnover by Louisiana Tech will send the Aggies to the charity stripe. We'll head to immediate timeout. Dogs by 3. Defensive mindset.
His voice has been known to carry a little bit at practice. As Pickens cans the first one. He's one of only 2 players back for New Mexico State. Pickens and Osborne, 13 newcomers.
And there's a look at Jason Hooten. His 3rd year at New Mexico State. Was at Sam Houston before that. He also believes in some pretty hard-nosed defense, as we've seen already. 1-point ball game. Louisiana Tech with another turnover. through the lane. Shot wouldn't go, so Isaac Heron pulls down the rebound. Bulldogs looking to push it the other way. Heron around his defender, and that's swatted out of bounds. Nice block shot that time. It'll remain Bulldog basketball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Scooter Williams will check back in. Heron with the quick spin move.
Freshman swatting it out here. He'll get better. They've had some trouble in the paint, but they'll improve there.
Shot clock inside of 10. Now inside of 5. Williams realizes it, throws it up, just grazes the front of the rim. Now the Aggies the other way, and this will be a turnover as it goes into the backcourt. Aaron pass by Elliott, and a turnover by New Mexico State. That's the 6th turnover by the Aggies. Louisiana Tech has committed 7.
Aggies have 3 players with 6 points. Scooter Williams leads the Dogs with 8.
Williams slips on the floor, loses the basketball.
That's just like watching the ice capades.
Shot clock down to 2. Dudley's three-pointer misses. Pickens the other way off the glass, and New Mexico State retakes the lead.
Fun game now.
Now, the last 2 possessions, Louisiana Tech has had to throw up desperation shots as the shot clock wound down. And although those don't go as turnovers per se, they can lead to transition on the other end, which is what we saw just on that last possession. Allen, his follow is good, and Louisiana Tech with a 1-point lead.
Some good work by Uncle Will. He made a couple of big hustle plays in those, a couple of those comebacks here in this building, sparked a couple of those wins.
Jones with the basketball. He was active early. We haven't heard a lot from Jamel Jones here recently, and there'll be another turnover on New Mexico State. They now have matched Louisiana Tech with those 7 turnovers. Both these teams really getting after it defensively.
Fun to watch. Aggies trying to get off of this 4-game losing streak, the longest they've experienced in 2 years. If they do it, it'll be from playing good defense on the road.
Jalen Finner for 3. So Finner with his first points of the ball game. Louisiana Tech leads by 4. Finner had a big game in that comeback victory by Louisiana Tech against Delaware right on this floor. Nice step through. Kick out. Elliott wide open, look for 3, and he buries it.
That should count as 3 assists for Jones. That was beautiful.
Scooter Williams spins. One of 4 games going on tonight in Conference USA, and there's a dunk in transition by Osborne. Bulldogs didn't get back defensively that time. Entertaining ball game here. First half in Ruston, Louisiana. 2 teams both needing a win. Second half of conference play is underway. Dudley step back, no good. New Mexico State, as the push-off is going to be called on Heron. Mexico State doing a really good job on DJ Dudley. He's only got 4 points in this first half, only 2 of 6 shooting.
Now EJ Bates will come back in and give them another option at point. And Maybe get Dudley freed up a little more.
Aggies still shooting over 50% in this first half, 11 of 21. They've hit 3 3-pointers. Louisiana Tech at 44% shooting. Dogs have hit 4 from the 3-point line. Jones matched up against Herron. Shot up, no good. I think that was a shot. If not, it was an errant pass. Here comes Louisiana Tech. Dudley into the front court. Dudley turns it over. Jones with the steal and misses the dunk. And a block by Herron. Great hustle by both teams. 3 wouldn't go. Tipped up, no good. Here comes the Bulldogs. Elliott strips it away. Back and forth. A lot of action. Hadn't led to any points yet, but it's been entertaining for sure. The step back by Elliott. Nothing but net. Aggies up by 4. That might have been the hardest shot of the sequence that time.
That's good.
Mexico State on an 8-0 run right now over the last 2+ minutes. See what the Bulldogs can come up with. Into House, and he slams it with 2 hands. Well, a little bit of a breakdown defensively that time by the Aggies. House has 5 points in this first half, and a couple of rebounds for Louisiana Tech. Elliott, another step-back jumper. This one wouldn't fall. Nice box out by Thomas. Finner pulls down the board. Speaking of Thomas, his 3 won't go. Rebound backside. That's House again. Finner's 3 a little bit too hard off the back of the iron. Good look by Louisiana Tech. That ball's shot blocked out of bounds by Thomas. That was Terrell going up for the bucket. Aggies will inbound it. Open, 3, wouldn't go. Jones there, pulls down the rebound, kicks it out. Aggies will get another opportunity.
Great hustle rebound by Jones.
Jones with 4 rebounds, 4 assists in this first half, and a foul's going to be called against Louisiana Tech. That'll be the 17th foul, so they'll send New Mexico State to the free throw line. Foul called against A.J. Bates, his 2nd. We'll get an opportunity to catch up with Talvin Hester at the end of this first half. Madison Kaufman will talk to the Louisiana Tech head coach. It'll be Mims at the free throw line, 67% free throw shooter. It'll be a 1-and-1.
2nd on the team in scoring. They call him the juice man. I'm going to start calling you that, Malcolm.
Missed that one, left that a little flat and a little short. So a missed opportunity for New Mexico State. Thomas having trouble with the handle of the basketball. If Louisiana Tech hasn't scored in transition. It feels like the Bulldogs are inside of 5 seconds on every possession when a shot goes up. Thomas misses on the corner three. And New Mexico State, about a 2-second differential game clock, shot clock. And Jones calls a timeout. Jason Hooten wants to talk it over.
We showed you that defensive graphic. The Bulldogs have had to play. They're not in any game if they can't play defense like they've been playing this year. They've really had trouble scoring. That's why those finishes are so important for the Dogs. And buckets in transition.
At halftime, we'll talk with Louisiana Tech Director of Track and Field and Cross Country, Brian Johnson. Catch up, hear a little bit about the Bulldog Track and Field and Cross Country teams. What was your specialty, Teddy?
Also,
the 100?
Yeah. Wasn't the high jump. We have a, I'm trying to think, one of the Aggies is a, I'm sorry. Got it.
So the official coming over, and what was his message to us?
I'm sorry, we had a official come over, a potential flagrant foul on that end, so that's what they're reviewing.
Okay, so the official's looking over at the monitor. Go ahead, Teddy.
Well, I was trying to think of which Aggie is one of the 6'9" Aggies. High jump 6'9" in high school, state champ. I don't know how you do it. Well, you can ask Brian, he'll know.
Well, you and I don't.
Also at halftime, Tess Gardner, she's a Louisiana Tech twirler. She's going to perform. As you look at DJ Dudley there, she'll be on the cover of the 1894, the alumni magazine. That'll be out in a couple of weeks.
That's what Dudley is averaging in shooting since the start of the new year. 4 straight games, 20-plus points. He's only got 4 here in the first half as the Aggies have really done a good job slowing him down. So again, timeout here, 26.5 seconds to play in the first half. Officials over at the monitor looking at a play that happened on the Louisiana Tech offensive end. They said there was a potential flagrant foul. I don't know if we have that last possession for Louisiana Tech, but we could see if we could catch it. I didn't see it live.
While we're dialing it up, in case Mims' mom and dad are listening back home, he's got 6 points tonight, and he was 6'9" and can jump over himself, which I think is pretty fascinating. Former player of the year in high school in Montana.
A lot of talk going on over by the 3-striped shirts. It'll give us an opportunity to give you some scores from around Conference USA. Second half, Delaware. Here we go. Let's see if we see a potential flagrant foul. Shot goes up. I didn't see anything right there. So if it was that possession. Delaware leading Liberty midway through the second half, 51-46. Liberty undefeated in conference play. They're in first place. FIU leading Middle Tennessee at halftime in Murfreesboro, 39-37. And Sam Houston at the half leads UTEP 36-33. We're going to let Teddy.
So Howes will shoot 2 on the transition. Mims, he didn't mean to, I don't think, but he swatted Howes.
Okay, so
Howes will shoot 2, and then the Bulldogs retain possession. 30 seconds left in the half and down by 2.
So it was on the trip back up the floors when the flagrant foul occurred. So it'll send House to the free throw line. Here was another look at the possession. Again, it's once Tech has it and they're bringing, and New Mexico State has it, and the Aggies are bringing it up the floor.
Right there.
Right there. House hits the first one. He's 2 of 5 at the free throw line in this first half.
I suspect, Malcolm, that was just a swat out of frustration for a tough rebound just moments before the foul.
This is the second. So 31-30, Aggies lead. And it will be Louisiana Tech basketball. So the flagrant foul not only cost the one free throw that was made by house, but now Louisiana Tech will get the basketball back as well, so it's like a turnover for New Mexico State. Talvin Hester's going to use his timeout. They use it or lose it, and so he wants to draw something up as the Bulldogs will have the last possession if they play it right. The last possession of the first half. Possibly take a lead into the halftime locker room, something the Bulldogs haven't done much of here at home recently. There's a look at the winding road for these Aggies. Picked third overall in the preseason Conference USA Coaches Poll. They were 7-3 in non-conference, but then in conference play, only 3-8. Their key wins in conference play: Sam Houston, that's a good win. WKU, Delaware. But as we've mentioned a couple of times, they've come in here trying to snap a 4-game losing streak.
And yeah, that Delaware game, they've just been a mystery because they got drilled by Delaware in Newark, but then they beat them on the road. And a team picked to finish third in the league, just been kind of mysterious.
Dudley's going to try to dribble out a lot of this time. Bulldogs hope to settle for the last shot. If you're Louisiana Tech, you want to get it up with about 4 seconds or so. Gives you an opportunity for an offensive rebound and a putback, but hopefully not enough opportunity for New Mexico State. Dudley drives, flips it up off the glass, is good. 3 seconds. Half-court heave.
Forward for the Aggies.
So Pickens will set up the Aggies offense, just underway second half, and just like we started the opening of this game, is a foul committed by Martinez will send New Mexico State to the free throw line. Check that. They're going to call that on Thomas, not Martinez, but the Aggies will shoot 2 free throws. It'll be Mims. 0 for 1 at the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds in that first half. Had half of the Aggies' 18.
Second foul on Thomas. Juice Man, second on the team in scored, 11 points a contest. He's getting 8 rebounds averaging. He's got 9 though in this first half.
Splits the pair, ties it up. Aggie's going to pick up full court here. Dudley will bring it up. Everybody falls back. Dudley will face a little bit of pressure there from Versette, excuse me. Dudley inside to Martinez, who couldn't handle it. Dudley was expecting Martinez to continue to roll. I think Talvin Hester, talking to one of the officials, thought Martinez was knocked off of his path to the basketball. 10th turnover of the ball game for Louisiana Tech. Ball knocked out of bounds. Touched last by Pickens that time, so it'll be a turnover on the Aggies, right in front of the New Mexico State bench. Again, when both these teams have had to run their offense out of the half court, it's been obviously much more difficult. Tech had a lot of success, especially early on some transition buckets before New Mexico State was able to get back. Nice job by Pickens on Dudley. Louisiana Tech, you know, they want to get DJ Dudley going here in the second half. Bates, shot no good, followed by Martinez. So the 7-footer for Louisiana Tech.
He started the game and played just 3 minutes. If I can get the youngster going.
And Martinez is going to be called for a foul right there going after the rebound, but it was Mims who got there first.
Martinez is going to be a lot like Equa, the 6'9" freshman for the Aggies, and just learning the game.
Howes will check in. He's got 6 points and 3 rebounds in the first half for Louisiana Tech. Nice effort off the bench. Martinez checks out. Inbounds pass. Bates down on the floor for Louisiana Tech. Bucket is up and good. I believe that was Osborne. I did not see what happened to A.J. Bates. He is up now.
Gives the thumbs up toward his bench. He got poked in the eye.
Yeah, it looks like.
That always feels good.
Yeah, he was already on the court.
It's amazing that doesn't happen more. You don't get poked in the eye or hit in the face more.
He's going to go to
Got
the
a
end of the
contact.
Louisiana Tech bench, and the officials are going to send the two teams to their benches, and I guess they're going to take a look at the monitors. So
Okay.
maybe we've got another
Contact.
angle that early on that inbounds play where we can maybe see what happened. It resulted in a bucket. We're knotted up 34-34. Osborne with 4 points. There's Bates right there. And it just looked like from that angle, just looks like a pretty good screen set by Mims. Leaned into it a little bit, but
I think
if you don't call that on the floor, I don't think you can call that a flagrant.
that's good. I don't think so either. And if his contact doesn't come out of his eye, which I think is what happened, it looked like he had it in his finger.
I think
when walking off the
he
court.
felt like he ran into a wall
Right.
right there. Again, I think that could have been a common foul, possibly, by Mims leaning into it. But they don't call that, so you can't call it now on the replay.
Right.
You could only call if you felt like it was a flagrant foul, which I don't think anything we've seen right there could be ruled flagrant. That's just a really good, hard screen.
After review, there is no flagrant foul on the play.
Yep, officials are done looking at it, and they're going to come over and tell us what I think we already know. And that's probably that, yep, they didn't see anything there, so a little bit of a unofficial timeout. Minute and a half into this second half, knotted up 34-34. Full court pressure by the Aggies. Dudley brings it into the front court. Dudley was 6 points in the first half. He's got a streak of 4 straight games of 20-plus, and somebody's got to come to the basketball. And Louisiana Tech, that's not on DJ Dudley. That's on his 4 teammates out on the floor. Now, give New Mexico State a lot of credit. They were making it difficult, but if you're one of those other 4 Bulldogs, you got to come to the basketball.
Yeah, had some room behind him, too, to help him.
So another turnover. Jones through the lane, kisses it off the glass. Janelle Jones with 8 points.
Yeah, he once had 56 in a high school game up in Chicago.
Fenner goes in, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So Jalen Fenner, freshman for Louisiana Tech, will head to the free throw line. So a little herky-jerky start to the second half.
Win. Only playing 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Seems like 10 times that. Coach Hooten, meanwhile, talking to one of the officials, asking for maybe a few more holding calls. Been a lot of grabbing in this game.
Coaches never waste an opportunity to work the officials, right? Second one off the mark. Splits the pair, 36-35. Aggies lead by a point. Tech led by 1 at halftime. Jones will work against Dudley. Tries to back Dudley down in the lane. Turns, spins, fadeaway, kisses it off the glass. Jones in double figures. First player in this ball game for either team to reach double figures. So the Aggies have come out in this second half and outscored the Bulldogs by 4 early. Bates with the open look. Wouldn't go. Finner, he muscles it in through the contact. So Jalen Finner with an offensive rebound and a putback pulls Louisiana Tech to within a point. This just has the feel of a game that's going to come down to the very end. Jones had a little space. Three-pointer wouldn't go. Almost a turnover. It'll lead to a wide open three by Thomas. Wouldn't fall. He'll get the pass from Dudley. That shot well off the mark. Jones just so fluid.
He is. Got to keep shooting. Set all kinds of records at Cal State Bakersfield for scoring.
Well, timeout called here. 16-10 to play in this ball game. New Mexico State with a three-point play.
And Talvin Hester said this week the best thing his team had going for it was the tack, which is where we're at now. Can't afford to lose one at home.
I think Talvin Hester would agree. His team's had some boneheaded plays, and his team's turned it over too many times in this first half. Whichever team can take care of the basketball the best in the second half probably has the big advantage. Dudley has the shot blocked off of him and out of bounds. That was Mims. So Louisiana Tech unable to score, and that's going to bring us to, I believe, another media timeout. Yep, so we'll take another media timeout. 15 for the Aggies with the basketball and the three-point lead. Scooter Williams in for Louisiana Tech. He was instant offense in the first half. Jones gets a step on Finner. Nice catch over there by Versesh. He prevented a turnover right in front of the Aggies bench. Terrell through the lane, tipped up and in by Mims. So another 2 points and another rebound for one of the big three. 5-point lead for New Mexico State. Biggest lead was 9 in the first half. That came early. Tech needs a bucket right here. It has been tough in this second half. Scooter Williams, fadeaway turnaround jumper wouldn't fall.
Everything in half court, both ends, the struggle.
Jones couldn't get the roll in his favor that time. Corner three, wouldn't fall. That was Bates. Another opportunity for Louisiana Tech. Bulldogs just 2 of 9 shooting in the second half. 0 of 3 from the three-point line. While the Aggies are 5 of 9 shooting.
Al just grabbed his 5th rebound. One of the better games of the year for him.
Dudley, high arching jumper, wouldn't fall. Rebound by Ekwa. Aggies really clamping down on Louisiana Tech. They've outscored the Bulldogs 11-5 since halftime. And there's going to be an over-the-back call, I do believe. You're Louisiana Tech, you got to find a way to get a bucket. There's been nothing easy. Some fadeaway jumpers, some three-pointers by the Bulldogs. Nothing close to the bucket other than the Dudley drive that was rejected out of bounds and off of him.
Dogs hadn't scored in 249, one of the last 8. To your point.
Bates had the right idea, knocked away. Williams dribbles out of trouble. Straight away. That one's not close. Bates with an offensive rebound. Dudley's three wouldn't go. Another offensive rebound. Bates, another opportunity. It's off the mark. Tech had 4 opportunities that time. I think all 4 from the three-point line, and the Bulldogs misfired on all 4. They were all really good looks, too. Mexico State leading by 5, looking to add to that lead right here. Elliott beats his man off the glass.
That's a tough shot. Good touch.
Bates kicks it. Scooter Williams breaks the seal that time for Louisiana Tech. He's in double figures with 11.
Tech 1 for 11 before Scooter got that one. A great look.
Calvin Hester and company needed that bucket. New Mexico State really controlling this second half prior to that shot. Tech with numbers. And Williams unable to finish, but he'll head to the free throw line. Great job, Teddy, in transition. That's old school fast break right there. Williams and Bates back and forth, making the one defender work.
If you don't get a, as you see it again, if you don't get a, that shot is about, I mean, that's a great shot against this defense tonight. Tech doesn't have a lot of scores, so unless you get a bucket in transition, if you get an open set shot basically from 3.
Yeah, anything in the half court, Louisiana Tech hasn't gotten a lot of point-blank shots out of their half-court offense. They've gotten some, as you mentioned, easier buckets in transition. But if they're operating out of the half court, there's been very few really clean looks up close. Williams splits the pair. Either team shooting free throws great tonight. Tech 6 of 12. New Mexico State 4 of 9. 3-point Aggies lead. We're almost at the 12-minute mark of this second half. Shot clock inside of 5. Randall's step back, just short. Dangerous pass by Dudley. Bates had to meet it or it would have been a turnover, and Bates is going to draw the foul. That's going to go against Terrell. That's going to be his third. It'll bring us to a media timeout, 11:36 remaining in this ball game. Aggies on top, 44-41. Bulldogs will inbound it. Will Allen with the little baby hook.
Okay. Uncle Will muscling inside.
Back down to a 1-point New Mexico State lead. 6-0 run for Louisiana Tech over the last minute and 16 seconds. Elliott has a shot partially blocked from behind by Bates. Straight away. And that's Randall who buries the 3. Fifth three-pointer of the ball game, and there's A.J. Bates. He gets his first points of the night.
That's when he's best, is going to the rim.
Bates the second leading scorer for Louisiana Tech on the year, averaging almost 11 points a game. Wide open corner 3, Osborne.
He's the best field goal shooter average-wise on the team.
Scooter Williams, high arching contested 3 right in front of the Louisiana Tech bench.
Got to keep taking those, both sides.
All of a sudden here in the last 2 minutes, it's a score fest after Tech was really struggling to score here in this second half.
Down Mims had to score this half with a walk.
Yeah, Randall was too open that time. He thought about it, shuffled his feet before he took the three. He didn't like the call, but it was the correct one. So a turnover on New Mexico State. That's what Pickens, his teammate, just told him. Catch it and shoot it when you're that open.
In this game,
both teams with 11 turnovers, both teams with 28 rebounds. Again, statistically, this game is as close as the score. Benner tries the cross-court pass to Williams, knocked out of bounds, so Louisiana Tech will inbound it under their own bucket.
and we talked about how this team's kind of a mystery to Aggies, but you can tell, I mean, the length they got there, really, you can see why they were picked to finish third in the league. They just had some ups and downs. It's just harder than people think.
And like we say, the other team's got good players too.
Yeah.
They want to win. Williams, cross court. Will Allen trying to hit his second three of the night. Another offensive rebound. Williams three, no good. Good hustle by Allen. Williams off the glass. He'll draw the foul. And so Louisiana Tech really doing a job on the offensive glass.
Yeah, it's another good hustle play by Will Allen to keep that ball alive. He's made a couple of big ones in the second half of these comebacks against Kennesaw and another one against Middle. He keeps that alive right there. Give Scooter a chance.
14 offensive rebounds for Louisiana Tech. Half of those coming here in the second half. Williams now increases his team high to 16 points here in this ball game. Misses the free throw. What do we got? Lane violation, I believe.
What else it could be? Pointing.
Or was it a foul? I think it was a lane violation. Yep. So a lane violation, so Scooter Williams gets another opportunity. Those will drive a coach crazy.
Oh my God. A game like this where you got to work for everything. Scooter 17, 14, and 28 points his last three outings and leading the team tonight.
Well, Williams unable to capitalize on another opportunity. 1 point lead. Aggies with the basketball. Jones. Step back. Tell you what, he is so good with that step back jumper.
Yeah. Working against a freshman. He is smooth.
Jones has 14 to lead New Mexico State. And Fenner, are they going to count it? Nope. They're going to say the foul occurred on the floor.
Block right there.
So Tech will inbound it under their own bucket. A little bit of a jockeying match between Will Allen. And there's a turnover right there. The foul's going to be on Will Allen. Well, good job by Osborne right there. He was the one jockeying with Will Allen, and so the turnover on DJ Dudley on the inbounds.
Osborne wanted just two Aggies back on this team, 13 newcomers.
Alley-oop, that's a big-time pass. Mims flushes it.
First points of the second half for Mims just in time.
Mims now with a double-double, 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Boy, in the half court, the Bulldogs need help. and a side order of help.
Scooter Williams working, dumps it underneath. Nice pass. Allen lays it off the glass. Williams had the attention of the Aggies defense, and Allen just kind of snuck back door. Good feed on the bounce pass. And there's another alley-oop. That's too easy. A great pass, and Mims gives the Aggies a 5-point lead. Defensively, the Bulldogs just not doing what they needed to do that stretch. Dudley misses the layup. Ball knocked out of bounds by Martinez, and it'll be New Mexico State basketball. We're going to go to immediate timeout. 7:46 remaining. Aggies, I tell you what, they're trying to pull off one of the bigger road upsets this year in Conference USA.
Lead by 5.
Mexico State will only have 8 seconds to cross half court. Now Tech not putting a lot of pressure, so this won't be a problem as Pickens quickly into the front court. See if Louisiana Tech able to turn up the defensive pressure. Pickens underneath to Mims. That was a great pass. Mims just lost the handle. Dudley with the basketball. He has not scored in the second half. Only had 6 in the first half, and scoreless here in the second half. Aggies have done a great job. Once again, the shot clock running down on Louisiana Tech. Scooter Williams step through off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Martinez. He loses it. Fenner comes away with it, and a foul is going to be called against New Mexico State. So the Bulldogs continue to do a good job on the glass on the offensive end. It'll be the 16th foul, so one more, and Louisiana Tech will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
3 on Jones.
Actually, that is the 7th. I apologize. I was looking at the scoreboard, so that is foul 7, and so Fenner will shoot a 1-and-1. Fenner 6 points, 5 rebounds tonight. This is the front end of the 1-and-1. Again, Louisiana Tech not a good free throw shooting team. That shot blocked by Martinez.
We'll shoot 65% from the line.
Pickens will inbound it. Aggies on top by 5. Gets the screen. Open look. Three-pointer wouldn't go. Fenner with the rebound for Louisiana Tech. Here's Bulldogs. How do you get DJ Dudley involved? Fenner step through, shot wouldn't fall. Gets his own miss. Follow again, no good. Tipped out, and New Mexico State comes away with it. Fenner would have been better off that time, surrounded by 4 Aggies, to have kicked it out. Big 3, corner, wouldn't fall. Ball knocked out of bounds, touched last by Osborne. Good look that time. Still 6:08 to play, plenty of time, but that would have made it an 8-point game and really started to put a little bit more pressure on Louisiana Tech. Still just 2 possessions, but as much as the Bulldogs have struggled to score, Dudley, jumper, won't go. Just won't fall for DJ Dudley here tonight. Williams' 3 wouldn't fall. Another offensive rebound. Fenner caught underneath. This time the freshman makes the good decision to kick it back out. Shot clock inside of 10. Martinez. Shot is blocked, and New Mexico State absolutely smothering Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, Dudley's not scoring again. He's the big guy here lately. Where are you going to get your points from? Scooter Williams.
Tech has 11 offensive rebounds in the second half, 18 for the game, but they're just not able to convert them into points. Jones makes it an 8-point game. So Jamel Jones, we highlighted him in the opening. He's got 17 points. Foul's going to be drawn by Scooter Williams. He'll head to the free throw line. 4:55 to play, but
Jones averaging 16 to lead this team, and as Malcolm just said, got 17 tonight. He's a smooth player. On the other end, Malcolm, with DJ Dudley, I mean, his last 7 games, he scored at least 17. Scored over 24 times.
Friendly roll on that free throw by Scooter Williams. He's now got 17 points. Bulldogs just 8 of 16 at the free throw line.
You can't pick on DJ Dudley. I mean, he's not getting a lot of offensive help even at the line. The Bulldogs struggling.
Your leading 2 scorers on the season, Dudley and Bates, are combined 4 of 19 from the field. Free throw missed, but another offensive rebound. Got to give the Bulldogs credit on the offensive boards. Bates loses it and gets it back, and he'll draw a foul on Jones. And Jones doesn't like the call, but he knocked Bates down. So pretty easy call by the official, and that's going to be Jones's 4th personal.
Saved Bates from himself a little bit.
Ninth team foul. Louisiana Tech's only been called for 3 in the second half. There's a look at the Conference USA standings going into today. You can see the Bulldogs in 6th place and New Mexico State down in 11th. This is a big game for the Aggies. It'll be a huge road win as Bates hits the first free throw. Again, only the top 10 out of 12 qualify for the Conference USA tournament in Huntsville. Be the first time tonight Louisiana Tech has have to go back and look, made both free throws at a trip. 59-54. Pickens. And a shot up, no good. I think they're going to get Dudley. Maybe
I think Scooter.
Thought Dudley may have reached in. Get another look at it right here. It'll send Pickens to the free throw line. So Pickens will shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting. .75% free throw shooter on the season, 18 of 24. It's the first. It's only the 10th free throw of the ball game for New Mexico State.
Good job by the sophomore.
Back to a 7-point lead. Will Allen kicks it, corner. Scooter Williams with a 3. Give the assist to Allen.
Osborne dropped down low to help, left Scooter open.
And Louisiana Tech calls a timeout. So We'll take a commercial break. 3:57 remaining. This one's setting up
North Louisiana.
So a 4-point lead. Aggies with the basketball. And the Bulldogs get stops and buckets here down the stretch. Ball loose on the floor, and there's a turnover. Finner sets up the Tech offense. Finner cut off, backdoor, Dudley, and knocked out of bounds by the Aggies. Mims doesn't think he touched it last, but Mims is very certain, and I think they're going to challenge it. So this one may get overturned right here.
Gives Jamel Jones a little more of a breather, too. He was on the bench, your leading scorer. Just gives him a little more time to rest. He may come on back in the game after this.
Yeah, that's going to be New Mexico State basketball. You can see right there that went off of DJ Dudley's foot. And so not only has Mims had a good ball game, 13 points and 11 rebounds, he's pretty good striped shirt, too. He knew that wasn't off of him. So that should not take long for the officials to look at that one. 3:25 to play. It would be another turnover.
Yeah, Mims, graduate, student forward. He knows what's up.
Here's a look at what's coming up from New Mexico State. They go to El Paso. Of course, 45 miles between El Paso and Las Cruces. That's always been a great rivalry. And then back home to take on Liberty, and then on the road to Jacksonville State. Tell you what, that's road, home, road, home, road. That's a lot of back and forth. Usually you've got some back-to-back either home or road trips. There's a look at Louisiana Tech's upcoming schedule. They'll have Sam Houston, who they just lost to this past Saturday. Bearcats will be here Saturday. Then Tech will have 3 of the next 4 after that on the road.
And it will be Aggie basketball. Yeah, that's another reason, Malcolm, if you're a Bulldog, you just feel like you got to win. You got to win on your home court. And New Mexico State trying to bust up a 4-game losing streak. Longest in 2 years.
They played awfully well tonight. I haven't seen the other 4 games, the losses coming into this one, but there's no way the Aggies have played this well in all 4 of those games and lost them. They've been quite the effort tonight by New Mexico State.
And there's Jones, who is back in the game after that challenge. And he's giving a lesson to the freshman Finner right now.
Only the 4th team foul, so no free throws upcoming for New Mexico State. Aggies will inbound it under their own goal.
And good heads up by Mims, giving his team this opportunity by being an official on the other end.
Jones, corner 3, off the mark, rebound. Louisiana Tech with an opportunity. DJ Dudley into the front court. I tell you what, that's a shot right there that Dudley passed up. That if he was shooting it better tonight, I think you would have seen him shoot. But Dudley only 3 of 12 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. Foul was called away from the basketball on Osborne, and he'll send Will Allen to the free throw line to shoot 2. Will Allen has struggled at the free throw line this year. 38%. Allen has had a good night. 9 points, a couple of rebounds in 16 minutes. Splits the pair, makes it a 1-possession ball game. Allen in double figures, only the second Bulldog in double figures. Scooter Williams with 20, Allen has 10. Jones and Mims have led New Mexico State with 17 and 13. Shot clock inside of 10. Pickens down the lane, scores off the glass.
Tip of the cap.
So a big bucket right there by Pickens makes it a 2-possession ball game. 2:20 to play. Empty possession here by Louisiana Tech would really make it difficult on the Bulldogs. Dudley stepped through, and he's going to draw a foul, and DJ Dudley will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 2:06 to play.
Senior from Poland got him. Guard.
That was on Versett. So Dudley, his first free throws of the night. Junior out of Inglewood, California.
Now in the last 3 home games, Bulldogs won Delaware 70-68 in OT, and beat Middle 59-58, and then came back to beat Kennesaw 82-76. And this one is like those 4, and that is going down to the wire.
If Tech comes up short, one thing they're going to look at is the free throw line where they're 11, 12, maybe that 12 of 23. 63-59, Aggies lead by 4, exactly 2 minutes to play. Mexico State only 1-5 in true road games this year. Jones, big 3, and he buries it right in front of the Aggies bench.
That was money, gives him 20.
Dudley spins inside Allen. Allen's baby hook no good, knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Aggies. 1:29 to play. What a huge 3 by Jones.
He's a cool customer, man.
There's another look at it.
Shooting with a hand in his face, not a problem.
It is a 3-possession game right now with 1:29 to play. Williams works against Osborne through the lane, throws it up, and that should at least count for a point, right? It'll be 2 free throws coming for Scooter Williams. May should count for 4 points. That's hard to do, Teddy Allen.
It's not easy. 69% free throw shooter, Scooter. Yeah, if you're not hitting your free throws and you're leading scores and not scoring, I mean, kind of tough to win. A valiant effort, however this turns out tonight by New Mexico State on the road in a place where it's hard to win games.
Well, Talman Hester, if Louisiana Tech comes up short in this one, is going to point to the defensive end of the floor. I know Tech has struggled to score,
you're right.
But New Mexico State has shot 56% from the field in the second half, almost 50% for the game.
You talked all week about you got to protect the rim, and they also have done a great job of that. A couple of alley-oops about the 15-minute mark.
So a big possession for both teams right here. Pickens is going to use a lot of this shot clock. Clock is in the favor of New Mexico State. Tech has only been called for 5 team fouls. What a huge shot by Jones. Off balance, acrobatic in the lane.
Smart to get the ball to him with 10 left on the clock.
He is trying to close this game out. Bates 3 off the mark. Another rebound by Louisiana Tech. Dudley step back. That 3 won't go. Rebound by Mims, and with 41 seconds to play, Mims, well, it won't be free throws. That's only the 6th, but the Aggies will have the basketball. Timeout called, but give a lot of credit to New Mexico State tonight, Teddy Allen. 4 losers of 4 in a row. You come into the Thomas Assembly Center, a place that has been almost impossible for visitors to win at over the last 20 years. This year, Tech was 11-1 at home, and the Aggies are 40.8 seconds away from picking up a huge road win.
Coming off a loss, too, where they only shot just 25%. But defense travels. You see they've upped that tonight.
There's a look at it.
That's not great, but you play any kind of defense they are. And again, on the road. Just 12.5% from three-point range in that loss to Kennesaw. And improved on that. And Jones with 6 more than his season average. He's got 22 points.
Now, Louisiana Tech 7 of 26 shooting from the three-point line, have missed 11 free throws, and so Bulldogs have not helped themselves. But again, the credit goes to New Mexico State.
Agreed.
Tech will pick up full court. Osborne to inbounds it. Throws over to the top into the front court to Jones. He'll be double teamed and fouled, and that will send Jones to the free throw line. It'll be his first trip there tonight. But again, we highlighted Jamel Jones in the opening. He's got 22 points. He is not disappointed. 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Free throw line, he's 83 of 99. Dogs do not want to see him at the stripe.
Conley sinks that free throw.
I mean, the way he moves is like running water. It's sort of like watching James Burton play guitar. It's just so smooth. It just flows.
Knocks them both down. Matches the biggest lead of the ball game. It came early. It's 9 points again. Dudley through the lane, flips it up. 70-63. Jones into the front court. He's just going to dribble around. Louisiana Tech finally fouls. That'll be Scooter Williams, so Jones will go back to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 24.3 seconds to play.
And that's kind of pick your poison. You can dribble out the clock, or you put a 90+% free throw shooter at the line.
Madison Kaufman will get an opportunity to talk to the winning coach after this ball game.
New Mexico State can hold on. They'll even their overall record to 511-11. Move to 4-8 in the league. Bulldogs are going to fall to 5-6 in the league, barring some miracle, which we've seen the last 3 home games.
Thinks them both. Bulldogs push it into the front court. Trailing by 9. Dudley, three-pointer. It's been that kind of night for DJ Dudley. And Louisiana Tech's not going to foul. New Mexico State's going to bring it into the front court. And the Aggies are going to pull off one of the more impressive road wins of the season in Conference USA as they snap their 4-game losing streak, defeating Louisiana Tech 72-63. The Bulldogs led by 1 at halftime, 32-31. But the Aggies outscore Louisiana Tech 41-31 in this second half. Mexico State improves to 11-11 overall, 4-8 in conference play. The Bulldogs fall to